The views in the following program reflect those of the participants and not necessarily Rogers or Rogers TV.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mommy Talk. Today's topic is all things Halloween. Everybody loves Halloween. It's a time to get dressed up, go out, get some candy, and have some fun. So today we're going to talk about a few different topics and talk to our mom guests. Today we have three moms on the stage. We have Roxanne Campbell, we have Jessica Yanu, and Marianne Yanu. Marianne, can you tell us about your family?
I am the mother of three grown children, and those three children are married, and they have 6 children between them.
Oh,
so I have 6
wonderful.
grandchildren.
6 grandchildren.
Yeah.
You're so blessed.
I am very blessed. Yes.
And Jessica, can you tell us about your family?
I have 2 young children. I have Brody, who's 6, and I have Brennan, who's just under a year. He'll be a year on the 27th of October.
Great. And Roxanne?
Mine are grown, 25 and 27, and they live in the area, so I'm lucky to get to see them as often as I can.
That's awesome. And so we have lots of Halloween experience with all these children on the stage here. So let's start with Marianne, and tell us about your experience with costuming for your children when they were young.
When my children were young, money wasn't readily available. I was a stay-at-home mom for a lot of years, so I am gifted in that I can sew. So
Great.
I made costumes.
Nice.
And usually, whatever they wanted to be, we figured out a way to make a costume.
Yeah, so you have that creative center in you that you can make
little
something
bit.
for them. So tell us some of the costumes you made for your young children.
One year, my daughter wanted to be a slice of pizza, so I made a pizza.
That's amazing.
And it was just with cardboard and then fabric glued on over top. And from fabric, I made mushrooms, the looking and the color of mushrooms, green peppers, pepperoni, with lots of black marker dots all over it.
Wow,
And
Marianne, you are so creative. I mean, already. I mean, we haven't just started this conversation. That's great. And what else?
Oh, I made a I Dream of Jeannie costume for the other daughter, and my son was the Grim Reaper one year, and
wow.
made that costume, and
That's great.
just numerous costumes.
And Jessica, what about you? What costumes have you made?
A couple of years ago, I made one for myself. I was a loofah for Halloween.
You're a loofah?
A loofah. That was probably the,
Like a
the funniest.
shower thing?
Yeah, a shower loofah. My son, for his birthday, he wanted to be a superhero.
Okay.
And so he had a superhero-themed birthday, and he decided he wanted to be Robin. So he came to me with a picture off of the iPad of the vintage Robin.
Oh,
and
nice.
he decided that that's what he wanted to be. So I brainstormed with Marianne, and between the two of us, we went to Fabricland, and we got some material, and we made that for him for his birthday.
That's great. We're going to show some pictures
Yeah,
of that on
absolutely.
the TV screen. And Roxanne, tell us about some costuming in your past with your children.
I had a great time making costumes for my children when they were small. I made a whole mouse, so I went and got the fabric and sewed the top and the pants and did the tail and the ears and with a
Nice.
headband, and then attached the ears. And that was great fun. And the skeleton, I actually took Bristol board, cut out the bones, laid it down
way.
over black pants and a shirt, and painted it white. And then I used glow-in-the-dark spray and sprayed over top of that as well. So
Cool.
they glowed when they went down the
Very
street.
cool. So we have some serious creativity on this stage right now. This is great. So when we come back, we're going to talk about more homemade costumes, and we're also going to talk to Roxanne as the expert on store-bought costumes and how we can integrate them together, maybe kind of add to a store-bought costume, whatnot, and we're going to talk about other subjects of Halloween. So we'll see you when we get back.
The views in the following program reflect those of the participants and not necessarily Rogers or Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Mommy Talk. So, we were talking about the homemade costuming. So, Jessica, can you tell us a little bit more about the Robin costume that you made for your son?
Sure. We actually made it for him as a surprise. So to add to the difficulty of having to make the costume, he wasn't present for measurements.
Oh, wow.
But we grabbed some clothing that was his and used that for the pattern. And of course, we were working off a pattern, so we used those garments to kind of trace out what we wanted. So we just made it like a simple short, and then a almost like a tunic, or a t-shirt with Velcro on the back, so he could get it in and out by himself. And it was accessible for him that way.
Great. We're gonna take a look at that costume
Yeah.
on the screen. We're gonna show that. We're also gonna show a few other costumes from the community. There he is. There, he looks great.
There's Brody.
It's so perfect. It's like perfect for him.
Now, did you make the mask and the cape, or?
The mask and the cape were add-ons. Those were ones that we already had from previous costumes. He's obsessed with superheroes, so
Okay.
those were add-ons.
So they were store-bought?
Yeah, those were
Nice.
store-bought, and the cape was a custom Robin cape that we had made for us. So
Great,
Yeah.
great. Okay, and we're gonna take a look at a couple more costumes from the community. Oh, that's adorable, little bumblebee. I was told by the mom who sent this in that the little bum lit up when she walked. There was like a flashing light that when she walked, the vibrations made it light up.
That's
So that's
adorable.
really cute. Yeah, those are really great. Why do you guys think it's important to make costumes for your children? What does that bring to the dynamic between you and your children?
Well, it teaches them that they can be creative, and it doesn't have to always be store-bought.
Yep.
You can make something from things around the house.
Right.
Sometimes we just used cardboard box and
Yeah.
tin foil.
Yeah. No, that's true.
You know.
That's very good. But when we're talking about store-bought costumes, we can also incorporate things that are store-bought. We have Roxanne here. She's the expert on store-bought costumes. She's the owner of You Pick Parties in Collingwood. Can you tell us a little bit about the costuming you have there and how we can incorporate that together with the homemade costumes?
Well, if you take something as simple as a cat costume, we have the cat ears and the tails, and some black gloves and some long black nails that you can actually glue onto the gloves to make claws.
Oh, wow.
And then you just make your own black turtleneck and pants. You can go and buy bigger sizes, so you can get warm clothes underneath. If you're a super sewer, you can actually sew some fur, maybe around the collar and around the cuffs, just to give it that homemade touch.
Yeah, so you can you have a lot of little kind of add-ons in your store.
Lots of
And then-
accessories.
Yeah, and you can kind of piece them together. That's great. And
Yeah.
what other things does your store offer? I can see some amazing balloons that we have going on here. Tell us about these balloons.
Well, we do love to play with our balloons, and we like to get creative. So we have many different kinds that we can do. You can start off with something that's just very, very basic, very basic ghost.
Nice.
Then you can get more advanced. Do your Ghostbuster ghost,
Oh, I love that.
or do a skeleton, and it all depends on how technical you want to get and how much time you want to have.
We're actually going to try this, aren't we?
We are.
Jessica and I are gonna try to make one of these.
Oh, Lord.
So let's get into that. Tell us, Roxanne, how did you get into the balloon twisting?
I worked at a party store, and the company that makes the balloons, Qualitex, they're really high quality balloons.
Yeah.
They do a quarterly magazine, and in that magazine were pictures of sculptures. I fell in love, went off to the States to take courses.
No way.
Yeah, because
wow.
at the time there wasn't.
There's courses?
There's actually.
That's cool.
I went to Balloon University.
You went to Balloon
Balloon
University.
University.
This It's a real thing, people. Ballooniversity.
I know. Twist and Shout's another one. It's awesome. And then, so you take courses from the masters. You can also buy DVDs. And really, it's like practice, practice, practice. Each twist is like a music note. Put it all together to create a witch's head or a ghost or whatever you might need.
So tell us how we're going to make this ghost. Give us some instruction.
Okay, we are
Teacher.
going to take and inflate our balloons all the way.
You sure you don't want to try this,
No,
Marianne?
I'm really fine with
Gonna
just
observe.
watching.
Okay.
You know, the hardest part for people is tying the
Okay.
balloon. Okay, then I
right.
need a round balloon, but just a little tiny round balloon.
For the head.
Not the big ones, yeah.
Nice. And you perform this at parties? What do you
Yeah,
do with
all
these?
kinds of parties, functions, corporate events. So any kind of event you can think of.
Nice.
So we're going to take and fold our balloon in half,
Okay.
find the center point, and twist at that center point about 5 or 6 times.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's a little
Okay.
scary. I can see you doing this,
Okay.
but it's okay.
I'm like,
And then we're going to, just like braiding hair, we're going to
Okay.
wrap it around until you're about a hand's width away from the end.
okay. All right. Got it here.
And then you got to really get over your fear because you're going to squeeze that
Oh
and
my.
twist
Oh
it.
my. Jessica, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay, once you do that, grab your head,
Okay.
and we're going to attach our head.
Okay.
Okay? So just stretch that neck. Don't be shy. Stretch it really well,
Okay.
and wrap it around several times.
Okay. Oh, I think mine's starting to look like something.
Yeah. Now we got to, every little detail counts. So we're just going to bend
Okay.
each piece, and that's going to look like there's elbows.
My ghost has elbows.
Yeah.
Nice.
So wherever you bend it, if you squeeze at that point, it will stay dented.
Wow. That's so cool.
And then we just take our marker, and it's important to use a Sharpie marker.
Okay. Not a pen? 'Cause
No,
that
not a
could-
pen. And even some other markers, they have a different, like an almost acid base to them. So when you're drawing, it can, well, we try not to use the P word around balloons.
We
but
don't want to use that
It can pop
that P word, yeah.
from time to time.
Pop.
And then it's kind of squeaky,
Awesome. Looks great.
and then you just draw your face on.
So is this something people can do at home? Can they buy these balloons in a little pump like that and do this at home?
Yes.
Or
so we
try to
sell-
at least?
Yeah, we sell the balloons individually or in bags,
Cool.
and you can buy the pumps as well.
Great.
We do offer classes,
Wow.
so you can get a bunch of kids, like 10 kids or whatever,
Nice.
come in and we'll do a class. We have a party room in the store.
That'd be great for your son.
Yeah.
He's how old?
Good for
6.
birthday
Six.
party.
Yeah.
Birthday party.
Actually,
Yeah,
another-
that would be
another
so
birthday
cool. A
party.
balloon
Yeah.
twisting birthday party.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so we can have some fun with it.
Okay, cool. That's great. So back to the costuming. Can you tell us, Roxanne, what are some trending costumes for this year? What's famous right now?
Well, always with costumes, it's whatever movies are popular
Okay.
that summer, that
Nice.
year. So right now, Minions are still really big.
Yeah. Does your son like Minions?
We saw the movie. He
Nice,
loved it.
nice.
Yeah.
For young girls, the show Monster High.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because it
yeah.
incorporates, that bit of scariness,
Yep.
but with that girliness.
Right.
Fashion.
But you gotta watch sometimes with those kinds of costumes. They're very short,
Oh yeah.
so
Yep.
you want to make sure that you wear leggings or maybe an extra crinoline or something
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Always superheroes, Avengers are really popular right now.
Yes, you
My
said
son's
your son is
huge
big
into
into which
superheroes.
ones are his favorite?
You name him. He loves them. Anything with a cape, pretty much. He saw
Nice.
he saw Ant-Man this summer, so
Ant-Man,
that's what he
cool.
chose to be this Halloween.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that was too much for me to tackle, and so we went and we got a store bought.
Oh,
but we'll
great.
be adding some different things on it as well.
Great.
Yeah.
And what some of your other grandchildren, Marianne? Can you tell us what they're into right now?
Oh, the girls, they've been in, well, we made I can't think of what the character is.
Maybe
The bear that,
Bear.
Yogi.
No, the one that I made for Allie.
Oh, I can't think of the bear. There's a TV program.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, she needed to be this bear.
Okay.
The one with the,
Special Agent Oso.
Oso.
Oh, so okay.
That's-
Okay. Cool.
I made that costume.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
And
That's pretty good.
yeah.
And the Frozen is big right now. Does any of
Huge.
your grandchildren into the Frozen?
They were
yeah,
last
the young,
year. Yeah.
the
Oh, last
youngest
year.
one, Charlotte is.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is
she's
that
big
some-
into being
yeah.
Elsa and
Elsa and
Olaf and
Nice.
oh yeah.
Very
they love
good. Very
those.
good.
It's still fairly big.
Yeah.
It is on the downward trend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even adults. I have lots of Frozen costumes for the
Oh,
women.
Cool.
really?
Yeah, for the adults.
Pirates.
Pirate's always one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
What about mom and kid costumes or family costumes? Is there lots of those? Is that kind of something that's popular? Everybody kind of going as one theme?
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually. Sometimes I've seen them go as Smurfs.
Nice.
Oh, that's neat.
And that's
Yeah.
too where you can incorporate store-bought and homemade.
Yes.
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 Yeah,
Definitely.
use some of your own clothing, but then come in and get the accessories for
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. His and hers couples costumes.
We did that
are
one
really-
year.
Yeah.
I was a loofah. Joe was soap. He was a bar of
Oh.
soap.
Oh, cool. That was
Yeah.
your
yeah.
couples costume.
Yeah, that
Couples
was our-
costumes are big. I know that.
We went to a Halloween
Definitely.
costume party, and so we had to come dressed, and so we decided, well, his and her costumes. So.
So I want to talk a little bit about Halloween itself, and as a family, safety is a big thing for children nowadays, right? Especially with costumes.
Yeah.
You know, what is something that we would want to steer clear of when it comes to children and costumes?
Masks.
Masks.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That would
for
be
sure.
really big. We have a lot of masks in the
Yeah.
store. A lot of costumes come with masks.
What age do you think is appropriate for a mask?
I would wait until you get up there. At
A
least,
teenager, maybe?
yeah, well, 10.
Yeah, a 10. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
That makes
around
sense.
10.
Yeah, so that they have free movement of the mask, take it off freely and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So, I mean, face paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
that point. Yeah.
What other safety things have you guys experienced in your time with your children? Like things that you use to keep your kids safe at Halloween?
When I was a kid, my mom used to sew on wherever she could reflective,
Yeah.
those little reflective badges. With our kids, we try to trick or treat as long as possible when it's light out
Yeah.
to increase visibility, and we try to choose costumes that are not dark
Yeah.
so that they are visible. So avoid, if all possible, all black costumes or gray
Right, that's a
costumes.
good pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there
With the food,
yes.
we
definitely the
always collected apples that the kids got, and I always used them to make applesauce or apple pie.
Okay.
The kids still got to have the apples, but I was cutting into them and opening them
Yeah,
up
you
to
were
check
making sure
that
they
they
were
were
okay.
safe.
Yeah.
My husband inspects
Just to
the
be
candy.
just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no, you
mean,
have to be.
yeah, oh,
You
yeah.
have to be. You never
Yeah.
know nowadays.
No,
it's so
exactly.
dangerous, right?
It is, and the important thing too you need to remember about inspecting the candy is 2 for you and 1 for me.
That's my motto.
Yeah.
my-
Yeah, really, really important.
I'm like, you guys can have this little bit. I'm going to put the rest of it up here for me.
But I think too, as they say, carry a flashlight.
Yeah.
The reflective tape, glow in the dark, necklaces and
Yes.
bracelets.
Yeah.
All those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Making sure that you teach the kids to go completely up one side and
Right.
then down the other. Don't be crisscrossing
Right.
Right.
in the middle of the street.
Right.
Yeah. There's one cool thing I want to talk about today, and this is this thing I found online, and it's called the Teal Pumpkin Project. Have you guys noticed I have a teal pumpkin on the front of
Yeah,
the
what's
stage
that
here?
all about?
Yeah, well, it was something I found online, and basically now with the rising amount of children with food allergies, the food allergy corporation called, what are they called? FAIR. They've come out with this thing called the Teal Pumpkin Project, and what it is that if you are willing to go out and buy non-food gifts to give out to the trick-or-treaters, then you would paint a teal pumpkin and put it outside your home, and then families would know that that is a safe place to go for children with severe allergies, food allergies.
What a great idea.
That's excellent.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many children with, celiac or the peanut allergies.
They're so
or
prevalent.
there's
Yeah.
just so many. So now, if you can buy bubbles or blowers or whatever, if you're willing to give those non-food products out as the trick-or-treat candy in a sense, or the treat.
The treat, yeah.
Then
But being careful that there's something a 3 or a 4-year-old can handle, that
Yeah.
nothing that they could choke on.
Of
Right.
course,
Yeah.
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 And that's important too. I mean, having age-appropriate toys or
Right.
whatever you were going to buy. But you can go on to the fair website and check out this, and you can join the 7 countries that's actually gotten involved in this Teal
Yeah,
Pumpkin
that's
project.
huge.
Yeah, it's really big.
Something as simple as a glow stick. I mean, that could add to
Yeah,
the
glow
safety of
stick.
Halloween. So
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And then the parents know when they're walking around, when they see these Teal Pumpkins, that you can go there and get something. So I thought that was something
Yeah, that's a
interesting to
great
point out.
idea.
So if anybody wants to get involved in that, make sure you go onto the fair website and check that out and make your pledge and join the Teal Pumpkin Project. So, Roxanne, tell us a little bit more about your store and some of the things that you offer there.
Well, we're packed right now. Lots and
I
lots
bet.
of costume accessories.
Yeah.
Wigs. We have a whole wig wall.
Wow.
We have a weapons wall.
No way.
Yeah, and a complete costume section. I actually shut down my party room in
Wow.
the back of the store and fill it with costumes.
Wow. When it comes to weapons, that's something that's concerning for kids nowadays. That's, do you have like an age limit set on those things, or?
Well, first of all, I only buy foam ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. They're safe.
Yeah, for the younger kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the older ones, yeah, we have your typical pirate sword
Yeah,
and that
sure.
kind of stuff. And age limit, that's kind of hard because
Yeah.
usually the parents are shopping
parents
with
are
the
shopping,
child. And so it's kind of
Yeah,
up
they'll
to
make
them.
that
Yeah.
judgment call. That's great. And what other experiences can you tell us about your kids and Halloween? Is there anything else we can point out?
this year will be Brennan's first year trick-or-treating.
Oh.
Last year he was born about 5 days before Halloween, so he
Nice.
went with us, but he didn't participate. And so this year we'll be doing
That's
a
exciting.
combination of store-bought and homemade costume, because the one that we
That's
bought
great.
isn't practical for cold weather, so I'll be
Good.
adding on a little bit of
Good.
extra. Yeah.
That's great. Well, I think we've got a lot of pointers for the home viewers today. We've experimented with our balloons, and we've talked about home costumes and store-bought costumes, how we can bring them together and we can make this a fun and safe, happy Halloween. So thank you so much for being on the television program
for
and
having us.
sharing
Thank you
your
for having
children's
us.
experiences and your creativity. You guys are so creative, and thank you, Roxanne, for your awesome balloons and your advice from the expert point of view on costuming. Thank you very much, everybody. And when we come back, we're going to go out into the community and find something fun to do.
The views in the following program reflect those of the participants and not necessarily Rogers or Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Mommy Talk. One of the things we like to do is go out into the community and find fun places for families to enjoy their time together. So Esri and I found somewhere really cool to go today. Let's check it out. Hi everyone, we're here at Fernwood Farms and Market with Kevin Ward. Hi Kevin.
How are you today?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about what you offer for families?
So for families here at Fernwood Farms for Halloween, we have the corn maze, and you have 4 farm animals in there that you have to find.
Nice.
And we have a straw jump, the animals, some chickens and a goat and a sheep. We also have the pumpkin hunt, and
Ooh.
that for kids is fantastic, where you're out in the pumpkin patch and you have to find a fake pumpkin, and that fake pumpkin is worth a free pumpkin of any size.
Wow, that's
yeah, it's
cool.
a great little game to play with the kids.
Yeah.
Also, we have 9 holes of Funny Farm mini putt.
Oh,
So
wow.
the kids just play with little croquet balls and mallets in around a farm scene that we've displayed out in the pumpkin patch.
Nice.
And also these little farm tractor pedal carts. So there's a little track out there in the pumpkin patch, and the kids can hop on the tractor and pedal around.
Wow.
So lots of little things like that. Those are the highlights
Yeah.
out here at Fernwood Farm. So that'll keep the kids busy.
That's great. That's awesome. You have so much to offer for kids. Definitely everybody come on down here and have some fun with the kids, some outdoor fun. And then I know you always set up the big carved pumpkin tower. Are you doing that again this year?
Yes, that'll be on the last weekend of October, just before Halloween.
Perfect.
And that's when we'll light up the pumpkin pyramid, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much,
You're
Kevin.
welcome.
We really appreciate you having us today. Esri is having a great time at some of the activities. We're going to look at her having a good time, and come on down, everybody. It's really fun here. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
That was great. She had a good time. That was
really
really
blast.
fun.
Kevin's really a good host too.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, there's lots of fun things to do there.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll see you again on Mommy Talk.